We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
49-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Able to get this to his running back White, and he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills 40.
Gain of 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, New England.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Bills
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
He's taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That'll be complete to Cook. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton to Michelle on the screen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Bills 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Pats at the line ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, you're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
You have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jake Butt, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10. At their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown to the sideline. And
we're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a second and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
17. Bills 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
23-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Patriots.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Michel. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The Bills say they have it, and they do. So they needed the onside kick, and they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get it to Woods, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie things at 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. On the ground, Michelle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. He's tackled at 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Play action, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michelle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll get this underneath to Michelle, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. They fake the give. Newton. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Patriots, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.